Today's stream is all about mental health. Ask your questions, whatever it is. There are no bad questions, there are no negative questions, there are no, except personal questions, there are no questions that are not allowed here. So this is a safe space. You can share anything and everything you want to. Give me a second. This is Alpha. He is going to be my emotional support helper today. And give me a second while I go and get my other phone so I can actually read your chats instead of having to look into this all the time. Okay, I think that's better. Yeah, this angle is so much better. So just hold on while I get the phone. Okay, so I'm all ready with my phone, water. Let's go. So, what are your struggles when it comes to mental health? For those who don't know me, hi, I'm Dr. Shruti. I have a PhD in immunology. I'm a mental health blogger. My blog is by the name guiltfreemind.com, so you can find it online. I usually, most often, my favorite topics to talk about is trauma. Because I feel that trauma is the one thing that's fueling most of the problems in our current life. Let me just check one thing. The fan speed is too loud, so I have just dimmed that bit. Yeah, so I think that should be better. Definitely better. Okay, so hello and welcome. Tell us something about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do? What do you think are your struggles when it comes to mental health? Or it does not even have to be struggles regarding mental health. It can be struggles regarding day-to-day life, relationships, issues that you're facing in your normal day. Because we have a problem. We don't put stress under mental health because that's something we experience all the time. So we think that, oh, it's a part and parcel of our regular life. It does not comprise of our mental health, but that's actually wrong. So stress is a vital part of your mental health. It dictates your mental health. It is the first step towards depression, anxiety, and hordes of problems. Anxiety, something we've all faced from time to time. Depression, some of us may have faced, some of us may have faced it and have not known that we face depression, and some of us may still be struggling with it and not be aware that it's actually depression. So, whatever it is, whatever your question is, whether it's regarding relationships, mental health, stress, anxiety, performance issues in class, in college, at workplace, wherever, there are no negative questions here. This is a safe space. You can feel free to ask whatever you want. So all those who are new here, hello, my name is Dr. Shruti. I have a PhD in immunology. I am a mental health blogger, a dog YouTuber, mental health YouTuber, and I also do choreography streams. So here today, I am here to talk about mental health. So let's get to know you. I told you my name, tell me yours, and then let's start talking. And this is Alpha. So he's gonna be your emotional support assistant today. Are you a good emotional support assistant, Alpha? Yeah, you are? You are a good boy? He's a very good boy. Okay, I'm just gonna settle in. I just heard something that, let me start the discussion. So, this is something I recently heard. My boyfriend likes to check my phone, and if he finds something in there, he'll question me about it. But he trusts me a lot. What are your thoughts on that? Because I feel that if you trust a person, there will be no need for you to scour through their phones. Check who they talk to, who they texted, because you trust that person, right? Yeah, for fun, you find the phone lying around, you check it, like there's a message, oh I opened it, here's the message, it came for you. That's okay. That's basic. But actually taking someone's phone, a person you love, then going through their entire chat history, going through their entire WhatsApp history, what they talked to whom, why, how, when. I feel if you are digging to that level, maybe, just maybe, you are insecure with regards to your relationship. And if there's insecurity, that means there is a lack of trust. And if there is a lack of trust in the relationship, then how is that relationship expected to survive in the long run? Because we all talk to millions of people. Some of us have to talk to millions of people because it's a part of our job. And some of us, they from time to time engage in a conversation on Facebook or on social media platforms or Instagram. Someone texts me hi, I text a hi back. Someone asks me how are you doing, how is your day going, and I say hi, it's good, so how are you. That does not mean that I'm interested in that other person. That just means that I am having a chat, a basic friendly hi hello chat. But if someone picks up my phone, especially a person who claims to love me, and goes through the chat and the person's like, oh my god, so many guys have texted you, what the hell is going on, that would be very intrusive, and that would be a serious lack of trust in the relationship, in me. I mean, don't you know that you're the only person I have eyes for, and it does not matter how many people I am talking to. Hi hello means nothing. This is something I actually heard a couple of days back. So a person came and told me that my boyfriend likes to check my texts, entire phone. He will scour it front to back, top to bottom, leave no crumbs behind. But he does this just because he loves me. But that does not mean that he has trust issues. I refuse. That means that the person has a bit of trust issues, or because that person's insecure in their own relationship, in their own self. They think that relationship is fragile and anyone can, take you away from me anytime. And if someone has the capability to take away your loved one from you anytime, is that relationship even solid? Think about it. Let me know what you guys think with regards to this. So, Alpha has left the scene. Let me call him back. Fufu! Alpha! 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 He is actually stuck in a growling match with his brother Zeus. And Zeus is in the other room, so that's what's going on. Let me just go get him. Yeah. Alright, so doors closed, no interaction anymore. So tell me guys, where are you from? What do you do? Let's chat. Because I usually don't do such kinds of mental health streams. I usually take one-on-one counseling, but this is an entirely safe space. You don't have to put your real names in here. You can ask on behalf of a friend, or you can just ask a general question, whatever comes to your mind with regards to mental health, anxiety, depression, how to deal with anxiety, how to be more productive, anything. So feel free and start asking. If you want to know something about me or my details, let me know. If I can, I will let you know. And if you're new here and you're interested in mental health content and understanding more about mental health and learning about anxiety, depression, or just basically making your own life better or helping someone make their life better, then this is a channel you need to be on. You need to subscribe, like, and share this particular live stream with your friends. Because I'm going to be here for 15 more minutes, and if there's anything we want to talk about, let's do it. I understand the apprehension that people feel when they are coming on live for the first time. They want to ask questions, they have questions, but because there is a stigma associated when it comes to mental health, people don't really end up asking their questions because they're afraid that they will be labeled. So let me tell you one thing, I'm here to answer all your questions, and nothing in this channel will be labeled as negative, as an inappropriate question, or as a wrong question. If there is a question I am not equipped to answer, I will let you know that this is something I cannot answer. Maybe you should consult so and so person for the same. But if it is within my boundaries, I will let you know what are my thoughts on it and how I feel that you can deal with the problem, or your friend or anyone you know can deal with the problem. So let me know how you want to proceed. So for those who are wondering who is this guy is Sir Alpha Bunny, and he is going to be your emotional support assistant. So you feel like you need some support, this guy's there all the time to provide you all kinds of support. He's been a rock when it comes to me. He has been my little baby. He's my little baby. So all I ask of you is just ask. Don't feel that, oh, I shouldn't be asking this question. This question is, people will laugh at me, or I don't know what they'll think about me. Don't think like that, because if you think like that, you will never be able to ask anything. So you can just put your question as a random question. It does not even have to relate to you. If you're feeling conscious, that's totally okay. I understand that. And that is very normal actually. It's extremely normal. And it's okay. So you don't have to worry about that, about your questions, about whether I will answer them or not. If it's not in my forte, I will let you know. If it is, I will definitely answer your question. So we've got 13 more minutes. We've actually got 12 more minutes. What are you doing? Oh, you chewed up the wall. So I have asked Alpha to be my assistant on these live streams. So, and I had to bribe him to be here. So that's the bribery that he's eating at the moment. Have you ever wondered if the person you are with is the right person for you? If the person you're thinking to go out with, if what you're feeling towards someone else is just an attraction, or is it really love? How do you differentiate? Okay, let me check the message. I came out of YouTube. I don't know why. Give me a second. Here we go. Hi Deepak, welcome to the live stream. I am doing well. By the way, this is Alpha, Sir Alpha Bunny. I had to bribe him to be here, so he's eating his bribery, as you can see. So, mental health. Do you have any questions, any general queries, or anything you want to talk about? And how has your day been? I also don't know what you do. So what do you do? Anyone who needs emotional support, Sir Alpha is here. He will provide you all kinds of emotional support. He is so cute. He's so soft and so cute. He's just so cute. We are discussing anything you want to discuss. Anything and everything pertaining to mental health. There are no boundaries. Whether it's relationships, it's trauma, PTSD, grief, repressed childhood trauma, anything. Therapy options, DBT, CBT, whatever you want to talk about. Hobbies. Because see, everything is a part of mental health. So I can't really say that the discussion is going to be about this. If I say I'm only going to be talking about post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, the problem is a lot of people may not even know that what they are facing or going through is actually PTSD. So I put it in very general terms. We are discussing trauma, depression, anxiety, stress. Something that we are all dealing with at some point or the other in our life. It may be micro trauma or it may be macro traumas, but we've all been there. We've all gone through anxiety. Oh my god, tomorrow I have a presentation, I'm not prepared. Shoot, exams in like 4 days. I don't think I remember anything. Stress, that's stress. That's stress, that's anxiety. That sweating of your palms right before you go on stage to give a presentation, or when the teacher suddenly calls you, if you're in a college or a school, your teacher suddenly calls you, you get up and you're like, oh my god, what's gonna happen to me? Your heart is racing. That is anxiety. Alpha felt that this is too warm, so he went and sat on the floor. Stress, work stress. The boss wants this by so and so time. I've got a deadline. I need to finish so much. I'm not going to sleep tonight. I haven't slept in like days. That's stress. I'm happy, but I just don't feel like doing the things I like, or I'm not able to feel happy. I have everything in my life, but I don't feel happy. I don't want to do the things I love. I'm not pursuing my hobbies. I work because I need to work. But if someone gives me the option of leaving work and sleeping the whole day, I would choose sleeping the whole day. That is high functioning depression. Those people who are finding it difficult to even get out of bed, go take a shower, get ready for the day, accomplish even the smallest tasks, that is a high level depression. So mental health is basically everywhere. Everything that we are going through in a day, all the variety of emotions that are going through our minds, our hearts, all those feelings that we have, anger, sadness, irritation, it's all mental health. To be frank, I don't have a girlfriend or partner. How to deal with it, that's my concern. First things first, I'll have to know your age to determine if you're of the marriageable age, or if you are at an age where if you need a partner, you don't need a partner. All of those things will depend on your age, first thing. Second thing is that a lot of the times we are happy with whom we are. We don't need a partner per se. Some people, like, they need someone, to validate them. Like, if a girl puts on a dress, she wants someone to tell her, oh, you look beautiful in this. You look gorgeous. She needs someone to tell her on an everyday basis, yes, you're doing good. Same with the guy. He is trying, but he does not have anyone in his life who will tell him that you are doing good, you are doing well. You need someone like that. In that case, you need a partner. A lot of us are self-sufficient. Like, they don't specifically need someone, to share their life with. They are happy with themselves. And they have seen broken relationships. They have seen people have a string of girlfriends, boyfriends, like that. And they're tired of the shenanigans that they have already witnessed in others' lives. And because of that, they don't want a partner. But when they see others having partners and couples going out, they feel, maybe should I have someone to share my life with? So there are multiple scenarios. Some people don't really need a partner. Some people need. Some people are not looking for it, but it just falls into their lap and they welcome it. Men need partner, it's frustrating. Well, yeah, men are more inclined towards having partners than women, because women nowadays are becoming more self-sufficient and they're like, let's just be away from that marriage card. 28, I get it. You need a partner. You need someone to share your life with, to share your daily ups and downs. So why do you feel that you haven't found someone? Is it because you haven't found the right person for you? Or is it because you are afraid that if I dip my foot in the dating pool and if something goes wrong, then how will I cope with it? Because The reason we don't have a partner is because either we are feeling that maybe we are not enough, maybe we are not likable enough that someone will like us enough to be our partner, or maybe what if the relationship fails, which is honestly the biggest concern 99% of the people who want a serious relationship have. What if it fails? What if, I propose and that person rejects? So what is the case with you? Have you approached someone before, it didn't work out, or did you never approach anyone? If you didn't approach anyone, why didn't you approach anyone? What was your thought? What was your fear? That it will not work out? That you will not find the right person? That the other person, that the female will take advantage of you and leave you for someone else? Maybe I'm ugly, no one looks at me. See, now that's something you need to work at first, because that's a very deep insecurity. And I understand a lot of people, a lot of us feel inadequate at different times of our life. You cannot look good all the time, but that does not mean that you're ugly. And ugly, good looking, handsome, oh my god, you look so amazing and all of that is just on the surface. The only thing that matters for a lifetime is what's in here, not what's in here. Because now, if you haven't found a person that's ready to look here and the person's only looking here, then you have not met the right person. Because when you find the right person, this thing will not matter. You may be covered in blemishes and you may be covered in boils and everything, but that person will love you for the person that you are on the inside, not for who you are looking as. You can look like Tom Cruise, or you can look like Hrithik Roshan, and you still may not land up in a successful relationship. Because what's seen on the outside, how many abs you have and how toned are you and how good looking you are, that only lasts till the initial stages of attraction. That does not build your foundation for love. That does not build your foundation for trust. That does not build your foundation for a relationship. So all these things that you are feeling, the feeling of inadequacy, I get it. It's very common. It's very natural to feel that maybe I'm not looking good enough for someone to approach me. But relationships always, and I believe that relationships always must start from friendship. You cannot just meet a person and be like, oh my god, this person's gorgeous, I'm gonna marry this person. It won't work out like that. You need to first become friends. Learn that person inside out. And if then everything clicks, the wavelength matches, relationships will automatically evolve from friendship and bloom into something absolutely beautiful. But the first stage is always friendship. Practically speaking, nowadays everyone has boyfriend at young age itself, and most look for money, not all but most. I agree. Because it has become very easy to get what you want if you have a boyfriend. And for guys, it's very easy to have a girlfriend, because if you can spend money, it's easier to find a girlfriend, and it's also become a status symbol. That is the fault of our society. I was never interested. I can only cite myself as a personal experience. I was never interested in relationships. I was not interested because I was afraid. What if it does not work out? What if I land up meeting the wrong person? What if that person takes advantage of me and then, leaves me? Or what if I fall out of the relationship? Till date, I have only had one relationship. And that person is currently my husband. And we have been married for 8 years now. So, I waited. I was lucky enough to have found the right person. But yes, what you are saying is absolutely true. This is happening a lot because it has become a status symbol. For girls and for guys. For guys, it's become a status symbol. How much are you spending on your girl? For girl, it's become a status symbol. How much are you making your guy spend on you? What makeup products did he get you? What clothes did he get you? Where did he take you out for dinner? Where did he take you out for lunch, shopping, movies, etc.? This is a very unfortunate part of the dating culture. And a lot of women feel that, I just need a guy so that, I can make him spend on me and I should live a fabulous life. Because of this, a lot of men are actually afraid of committing to a relationship because they don't know if the person they are falling in love with or if the person whom they are approaching is a gold digger or is actually interested in them. So how do you find that out? So like I said, the foundation to any successful relationship is always and always friendship. Because in friendship you don't have these things. You don't have to, take that person out for lunch. You don't have to take that person out for dinner. You're just friends. You can go for lunch and you can go for dinner and you each can pay your own stuff for your own food. That way you're not taking advantage of that other person. And by friendship, you are getting to know that person inside and out. You need to test. Because today's world is like this, because it's very hard to trust a person you're meeting for the first time, or you're meeting maybe even in a couple of times, or even if you know that person for a month or two, you cannot be sure that you know that person inside and out. So, friendship first. Allow that friendship to prosper. If the friendship prospers, if it's a guy and a girl, eventually it may or may not, depending on both of their, thought process. And if my point is that if the relationship comes from a friendship, it has a very strong foundation because you already know that person inside and out. So what do you think about it? This is my personal experience, because we were friends first, then we became best friends, then our relationship blossomed to the point that entire college knew that we will land up together, but we did not know because both of us were afraid to commit. Eventually we got through that hurdle, and then everyone told us, oh, we already knew. I need one solution. I feel lazy and aura on me is zero. I want to get up but couldn't. So then you need to boost yourself a little bit. You need to make yourself feel good. See, people are attracted to you when you are attracted to yourself, right? Now, why should someone look at you if you don't feel that you have an X factor within you? What are your good qualities? Embrace them, work on them, enhance them. I'm not asking you to start skydiving or jet skiing or do, get into adventure sports or anything of that sort that you don't want to do. But if you're a painter, if you're a poet, if you like anything, if you like cycling, if you like going on walks in nature, whatever it is that you like, you need to pour yourself in that. Because when you do that, you start feeling good. When you start feeling good, that comes out as a glow. That shows on your face, that confidence shows on your face. And the one thing that's most attractive about someone is their confidence. How self-assured they are. Not overconfidence, not arrogance, but confidence. They need to know who they are first before someone else tells them or is attracted to them. You need to know yourself. Because then if someone's telling you that, oh, you're bad at this, you can tell them that, no, I know that I'm good at this. Maybe you feel so, and that's fine. But I am self-assured. I know what I am. I don't need validation from anyone with regards to this specific point. It's 100% correct. I myself say I'm not good. I will change that. Yes, work on that. Also, to work on yourself, the best option that I can give you, the best solution that's worked till date for everyone is get up. First thing in the morning, you tell yourself that it's going to be an amazing day. Smile. No one needs to see you. You don't need to look in the mirror because people find it really hard to look in the mirror and smile initially. So just get up when suppose this is your bed, you've just got up. Give a bright smile. Even if you're in pain, even if your day has been horrible yesterday, because today is a different day. So smile. Give yourself a bright smile. Then tell yourself it's going to be an amazing day. And I will plan one thing that I love to do. So it can be whatever. Suppose, let's take an example that you like to paint. So you tell yourself, okay, today I will have 1 hour or 30 minutes or 15 minutes, how much ever time you can manage, when I will paint. Trust me, when you do things you love, you start getting that spark back, which a lot of us have lost because of our hectic lifestyles. I blame the lifestyle. Because personally, even I've got at least 5 tasks, 2 YouTube channels, 2 blogs, 1 live stream. This is these are the things I do daily, and then I have to teach, and then I love painting, I love playing my synthesizer, playing my violin, playing my guitar. I don't have time for those. I don't have time to paint, I don't have time to write poems. These are the things I love to do. I just don't have time for that. So yes, it is my lifestyle, and maybe I have put too much on my plate, and I'm finding it hard to juggle whatever is on my plate and whatever I like to do. But if I want to bring in that change, if I want to do something, I will have to make time for that. I will have to tell myself that, okay, I'm going to start exercising. Then I have to tell myself, okay, I will exercise from so and so timing, and I will make sure that I time block that duration. Suppose I have decided that I'll exercise. So I keep a 15 minutes time. And in that time, when that 15 minutes time comes, no matter how important other tasks I have, I will keep them aside and engage in those 15 minutes of exercise. Why? Because I will feel good in after a week of exercising. A simple case scenario. A lot of us like to exercise. A lot of us want a toned body. A lot of us want to look good when we wear our clothes. So, the solution? Exercise. Do it. Give yourself that 15 minutes, because it may not make you feel good today, because yeah, tomorrow you will be sore if you're just starting out exercising. But in a week, when you start seeing that change in your body, that will fuel you. That will fuel you to keep going. That will fuel you, and that will make yourself feel good. When people go to gym, it's not to look good to others. It's to look good to themselves. When I got my hair colored, it was not for the world. It was not for my husband. It was not for my kids. It was for me. Because I love it, and I can carry it, and I look good in it. I wanted to look good, so I did it. I also look good in black. So, is it okay to ask many questions? Yeah, sure. This is a safe space. There's nothing like too many questions when it comes to mental health, because there are not enough people who answer our questions. That is a huge problem when it comes to mental health. So feel free to ask whatever questions you have. There's no question limit per person. There is literally nothing like that. It will be a while before the audience catches up on this live stream, because Shruti and Delta is obviously at 12,000 subscribers, and this one's a very small channel compared to that. So I'm ready. I'm ready for that, and I have the patience for it. So ask whatever questions you have. And if you feel stuck with regards to changing yourself, or with regards to whatever plans you want to implement, feel free to ask about that as well. May I know your age? Personal questions regarding me, I choose not to answer. But I'm older than you, that much I can tell you. I'm older than you, I have a PhD, and I have been married for 8 years. That should tell you a lot about me. But because this is social media, it's not a private platform, that is why I choose not to indulge in personal questions. That is the reason. But I think I've given you enough order. Alpha has gone off to sleep. He's peacefully sleeping on the floor. Alpha, you're supposed to be an emotional support dog, sir. He's out like a light. Thank you for understanding, because a lot of people take it in a very negative way. Oh my god, why are you not telling us your age? Because there's a social media symbol. So, what are your queries? What other mental health queries do you have? Okay. So, this live stream will be happening. I will take this live stream on Mondays, Fridays, and Sundays. So, and on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I will have the live stream with the kids, Delta and Zeus. I see motivational videos, but I forget everything after that very second. So then do this. Take a paper, a blank A4 size paper. Just watching motivational videos without implementation is of no use, right? You're just boosting that person's algorithm, but it's not making a difference to your life. Whatever you want to derive from it, if it's motivation, if it's something that I will do daily, if it's a result you want, Put it down on that paper. You can maybe put down that person's Instagram handle as well. So this person achieved so and so in so many days. This person, and then stick it on the wall. Make sure that you have your motivation at a place you can see, because seeing is everything. We have short-term memories, and because of Instagram, because of constant dopamine stimulation, we are used to forgetting things in split seconds. So the best thing to do is whatever motivation, and keep one motivation going for at least a week. Scroll through 4 or 5 videos. Say you saw 10 videos. Now there's one you really liked. It's very motivational. It appeals to your inner self, and you feel like you need to get up right now and start doing that thing. Note that down. Save that video. Note that down. So whenever you're seeing that piece of paper on the wall, it will remind you of that motivation video that you saw, right? You look at this person, you see the name. Okay, this person, let's say this person's studying 4 hours every day, and I want to study too. It's just studying is an easier example for me to take because, PhD and all, I've been studying for most of my life. So this person studied for 4 days, got 99% marks. You have that on the wall. Now whenever you're losing motivation, just look at that. So I have, how much ever brain you have, I have that same amount of brain. You don't have more than me, I don't have more than you. We have almost equal number of neurons. Now a person who's called a genius is just using that brain more than a person who's average. So pull up your socks, use your brain, use a tracker. If you're finding it hard to manage time, use time trackers, use productivity trackers. If you need help with finding the right kind of productivity trackers, you can let me know. And I have a list. I can share it with you. But get doing. And when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, look at that. Put that paper that I told you at a place where you will get up, and that should be the first thing you see. Or you can take an image, you can take a screenshot and put it as your wallpaper. So that, because phone is the one thing we use the maximum. So the moment you get up, you're checking the time on your phone, you look through the wallpaper, and that's the first thing you see. This person did it. Why can't I? And become stubborn. People say that, stubbornness is a bad attribute. I feel that stubbornness is the best attribute you can have. It's the best thing about you. So become stubborn. Tell yourself, if this person did it, I will do it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe in a week, maybe in a month, but I am not going to give up. The problem with us, we give up. Maybe it's not my cup of tea. Maybe that person can do it, I cannot. Maybe I just don't have it in me. You have everything in you. You just need to not give up. That's literally the difference between you and that other person who's achieving whatever they want to achieve. The spark is missing in me. I adopted to being lazy. Yeah, but that's something you can change, right? Okay, so like I said, I most often use my examples because I'm living through it. I don't know if you know this or not, but I have a chronic pain problem. Degenerative spine. I was talking about this yesterday in the live stream. Even today, I don't know if you can see or not, my hand is swollen. This is not my natural hand shape. Right now, my hand is in pretty bad pain. It's paining from my shoulder all the way to my fingertips. So, if I wanted, I could have just told you guys that I'm not feeling up to it and I will not do the live today. But I decided that I'm going to do live every day that I've decided to do live. It's just for 1 hour. I can sit for 1 hour. I can sit and talk for 1 hour. It's not that big a deal. I can have Alpha with me. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. This is what I've been telling myself since morning. I'm up since 6, okay? I got up at 6 today. I got up at 6 because I could not sleep last night. I went to sleep at 4 a.m. because of the pain. Then I could not sleep because of the pain. And I got up at 6 because of the pain. And then I have been using a massager on my hand and everything, and most of the things don't work on me. So I am in pain, even right now. But I decided that I will do something. And if I don't do it today, I will be accountable for that. How can I face myself in the mirror? Because I said I will do it and then I did not do it. That is just not acceptable in my terms. And that is literally how I get through every day. Because this pain problem that I told you about, it's been there for 8 years now. So yes, life has been really hard. life has been, it's been tough. But if life is tough, I am the most stubborn person life has met. And I will not let life take over me because of my problems. And I will conquer it. Even if I cannot conquer it, I will at least show up. That's the only thing you can do. You can show up. So show up every day for yourself. Because at the end of the 7 days, no matter how much amount of pain I am in, I even exercise with this amount of pain, like dumbbells and biceps and triceps. I do all of that. And yes, after that it feels like my hand will fall off. But if I want to exercise, and if exercise is making me feel good, I will do it. Stubbornness. Consistency is the key. I don't have someone to say do this, do that. I also don't have anyone to tell me that. My husband actually tells me you need to take rest. And I'm like, that's the last thing I want to hear. Don't ask me to take rest because you know I won't. Consistency, see, there are two types of motivation, okay? Extrinsic, which comes from outside, and then there's intrinsic motivation, which comes from inside. My motivation, well, in a span of, let's say, a year, I gained a lot of weight and I was not able to fit in my clothes. I was not even able to fit in this one. So my motivation was fit into my clothes. I refused to buy new clothes. I refused to get something that would be of my size and I refused to go out even because I don't have clothes. This is very honest. I still have a few clothes in which I can still not get in, but I'm working towards it. And one day I will get in. But I made my life in a manner that I have no choice but to show up and exercise every day. And after exercising, like for 2 or 3 days, I would try on the same clothes. Okay, maybe there's a slight give. Maybe I can, put my hand in a little bit more because my hand is swollen because of the pain. So I am exercising to get rid of the swelling, imagine that. Because there's a lot of water retention as a result of inflammation. So point is that if I followed what my husband tells me and if I followed what the world tells me, which is to rest, how much can I rest? My pain will not go away, I know that. My pain has been here for 8 years. It is here to stay. The pain will be there every day. Through that pain, I have shifted. You know, I was in a different house before. I have shifted to this one. I have set up the whole house within a week and a half. Everything that I was supposed to do is done. Why? Because every time my brain told me, oh, just give up. Let's just sleep for an hour. Let's just not do anything right now. I pushed myself to the limit that I was not able to walk on the day the shifting was happening because it's just one floor difference. I had walked around 25,000 steps and I'm not a person who does not walk beyond 5,000 because everything of mine is work from home. So there's no reason for me to walk over 5,000. From 5,000 to 25,000, at the end of it, I was dragging my leg. But shifting is something that needs to be done in that day. I don't have the choice to, ask the movers and packers that come tomorrow, please. It's not an option. So I did it. And if I can push myself to do 25,000 steps in one day, I can definitely push myself to at least get to 10,000 every day, right? I'm not expecting 25,000 from me every day because that will break my body. So staying within your limit, build up on that consistency. What is it that you want to do? See, if I know what you want to do, then I can suggest a plan that you can actually implement. Before that, everything is in the air. I can tell you, build consistency, put it down in a piece of paper, write it in your phone, text yourself, this and that, but it won't work. So tell me what is it you want to do, and I will guide you according to that. That will be easier for you to understand. That will be easier for you to implement. So what is it? What is it you want to build? What is it we are looking at with which we can build consistency? I want to be rich, money is everything. Yes, that is true. But what is your blueprint for that? How do you want to get rich? Which work do you want to do? But first of all, what do you want to build consistency? Is it regarding work? Is it regarding an extracurricular activity? How? Let's assume, let me take an example because that will be easier for me to explain. Let's assume since you're talking about money, let's say that you want to learn a new skill. Okay. That will enhance your career. As a result, give you more money. So suppose, let's for just the sake of an example, what is a skill that I can take? Let's assume that work. Yeah, I get it. So let's assume that you want to do a computer programming course. Okay. You feel that if you do that, your skill will enhance, you will get a better job with better payment, or if you're in a business, it will enhance your business and you will be able to earn more, right? Very broad, easily understandable. Now, this computer programming course is available to do at your own pace. So you do it. First 2 days, you're very inspired. Yes, I will do it and I will learn so much and it will enhance my career and this and that. First 2 days, you do it. You set a timer, you set a time, you put an alarm, you do it. Third day, you start slacking off. I'm tired today. Maybe tomorrow. Next day, I am so tired today. I had to visit a friend. I had to do this. I had to bring groceries. I had to cook this, that. I'm tired. Can't do. Like this, now you're slacking off. So you've slacked off. Supposedly, let's assume that you're at the stage where you've slacked off and now you want to get back to it. So first thing, when you get up in the morning, if you have anything of that computer programming course or whatever you want to do, put it on your wallpaper so that every time you look at your phone, you get that reminder that yes, I have to do this. You look at your phone, yes, I have to do this. Before I sleep, I need to finish this. That is one way. The second thing that I want you to do is when you wake up, tell yourself, I need to do 30 minutes of the course. I'm not asking you to do 4 hours initially, because first we have to build up on consistency and then we have to build up on the time. So start with consistency. Show up every single day. There are no breaks if you want to make your life better. You cannot take a break. Break is not an option anymore. You're a grown-up. You're not a child. We don't get Sundays and Saturdays. For us, it's 7 days working. For me, personally, it is 7 days working with all the pain. So, you will work every day. You get up. You tell yourself, I need to do this for at least 30 minutes. We are starting off with only 30 minutes. 30 minutes for 7 days, then we will increase it to 1 hour for another 7 days, then we will increase it to 1.5 hours as and when you keep building consistency. So, those 30 minutes, put an alarm on your phone. Put a reminder alarm, which is 10 minutes before the actual time. So suppose I want to live stream, okay? Now I am working on building consistency in the live stream right now, right? Because this is my first mental health live stream. From Shruti and Delta also, it was a comeback yesterday. So now I need to be consistent because consistency was gone in a week and a half when I was shifting, right? So now to build consistency, what will I do? I will put up an alarm in my phone at 3:30. 3:30 my alarm rings, get ready for the live stream. So whatever it is, if I have to set up the bed where I'm sitting, I'll fix that. I'll get ready. I'll get Alpha here, or I'll get Zeus and Delta ready for their live stream. Whatever needs to be done, I have that half an hour window. And it will also mentally prepare me that I have to do a live stream. I need to get ready to talk because mine is work from home, so I'm not really interacting with people a lot. So I have to interact with people. If I'm getting ready for a mental health stream, I will think about, okay, yeah, anxiety, depression, stress, these are the points we can talk about. What are the different strategies people can use to deal with it? It's like an automatic loop in my mind. It will start. That 30 minutes, in those 30 minutes, this will happen. So when it's 4 p.m. and when I'm setting everything up and when I'm sitting here, I am ready to talk. I'm ready to engage with the audience, right? So what you have to do is you have to put a 30 minutes alarm before that. So you have that 30 minutes to wrap up whatever you're doing. Suppose you're doing another work, but now you know that within 30 minutes I have to start that computer programming course no matter what. So whatever you're doing, wrap it up. Take those 30 minutes to wrap it up. Take those 30 minutes to switch your mind's gear from this work to that work. And then give yourself 30 minutes to do that specific work that you have decided that you will do today. No questions, no excuses, no arguments. Phone turned off inside the drawer or in another room. If you have a drawer, put it in the drawer. If you have another room, option of another room, put your phone in another room itself. So that the distraction is not close to you. If you have your phone with yourself and if you need the phone to study or to do that work that you are doing or your laptop, then you can use website blockers. These website blockers will block Instagram, will block Facebook, will block Reddit, Twitter, all of these social media sites for you. So that, and you can set the timer that block it for 50 minutes or 1 hour. So in that 1 hour, you are only working. Because you have, it's difficult to keep control on everything, to keep control all the things in one go. So if I cannot control, I can delegate it to something else to control that urge for me, right? If I delete Instagram from my phone, no matter how much I want to see Instagram, there's no Instagram on my phone. I cannot see it. And if I don't have the option of deleting the Instagram, and if I feel like every 2 seconds I will land up on Instagram, I'll either keep the phone away. If I don't have that option, I'll keep the phone in the drawer. If I don't have that option, I will keep the phone, I will use that website blocker and block Instagram itself for an hour. So that under no circumstance am I able to open Instagram. Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, block all of these websites, use a website blocker. This way you have no choice but to spend that 1 hour working. And once you do that, you do this every day, eventually it becomes a habit. And once it forms a habit, then if you don't do that work, that is when you will feel odd. Like if I don't live stream, after a week of live streaming, if I don't live stream at 4 p.m., I will start feeling odd. Why am I not live streaming? I should be live streaming right now. This is my live streaming time. Like I also do co-working streams on Twitch, like I told you guys before. So I basically work, whatever tasks I have, I do it, and the other person, it's a motivational kind of stream. I am working, you are working, we can work together. And we work in 50 minute segments, and then we have 10 minutes to talk. So I talk about mental health, what's going on in everybody's life, if there's something new going on in my life. They ask to meet Alpha Delta Zeus, so that we have fun for 10 minutes, and then we all go back to work for another 50 minutes. So that is how my Pomodoro timer works for that. Sometimes if I'm super busy, I try to keep it for 60 minutes with no breaks. So I have done that kind of timing as well. I have done timings with breaks. So to start with, just keep 30 minutes, but do it every day. I will try from tomorrow. Can you summarize points? Well, first point is get up, tell yourself, I will do this. Second point, tell yourself, it's an amazing day. More positive you are, the better you will work. Third point, use website blockers if you need to use the phone, or keep the phone away where you will not use it. Fourth point, put up reminders. Half an hour reminder first, then the alarm should ring at the exact point when you are supposed to start your work. And fifth point, do this for a week, no excuses, whether you're sick, and even if you're hospitalized, you can still do it. Trust me, I have studied when in hospital, and the second time I was in a car crash, I almost lost one eye, and I still completed my PhD thesis while in the hospital. So yes, if I can do it, so can you. So 7 days, no excuses, you will do it, 30 minutes only, but you will do it. Do it for 7 days, and then we will, the next week, on Tuesday, when you meet me on the live stream, then you tell me how was your week, what problems did you face, and then we will go over it again. And if you were successful, 30 minutes you spent doing that one work every day, then we will build up on that. From 30 minutes, we will take it to 1 hour for the next week. Instructions clear? Let me know if you have any confusion regarding any of the points that I told you. Perfect, Deepa. All the best. And if you're feeling any hitch, if you're feeling that you're getting stuck at any point, feel free to reach out to me. I will be live streaming on either of the channels. So feel free to ask me on any of the channels and we can sort it out immediately. Alright. Okay, so it's 2 minutes to 5. Those of you who are here, if you enjoyed this live stream, if you felt that you gained something from here, then please hit the like button, the subscribe button. Share this live stream with your friends so that when it's finally uploaded on the channel, they can also come and check out and know the points that they are to follow to become more productive. Consistency is key, but motivation is the main thing. Motivation brings in consistency. Eventually, once your consistency settles, you don't need to rely on that motivation because your brain has already got programmed. It's become a habit. So we have to start with consistency and change it into a habit. Whoa, people are still bursting crackers. Anyways, so thank you everyone for being here. I hope you liked the live stream, and I hope to see you on Friday now, because next I will stream on Friday for mental health. On Thursday you can see me, Delta and Zeus from our channel Shruti and Delta. As a person in YouTube channel, I made a title depression talk. I could see hundreds chatting. What do you think about that? Well, depression is something that we all need help with. To be honest, at some point of time, I think everyone has faced depression. Everyone. And we may have realized, we may not have realized, but everyone has faced. Is it over? What is over? The time? It's about to be. But it's okay. If there are questions, I will first answer them before I leave. So yeah, depression is very common, and most people have faced depression at some point or the other. So I want to go into the topics, but I will be doing that a bit later. If anyone has queries about depression, they can absolutely ask, because this is mental health. No, it's not over yet. I am about to finish the live for today. And tomorrow there will not be a live stream because Wednesdays are break days for me. On Thursday I will resume the live with Shruti and Dalta. And on Friday I will do the live on Give Free Mind on this channel. And eventually I will divulge into different topics like trauma, depression, childhood issues, problem with parents. We will have a goal-oriented topics, productivity on different live stream days. But initially I want people to get comfortable on the platform. I want people to feel open and to understand that this is a safe space. This is a space where they will not be judged, no matter their question. And all I am trying to do is to help you get to the depth of whatever problem you're facing. Whether it is PTSD to depression to a minor stress of your daily life. I am here to help. So use this resource, use this absolutely beautiful, stunning YouTube resource and find solution to your problems and make your life better, because you are only responsible for your life. You cannot hold anyone else responsible because it's your life and you can make it better. And you have it in you to make it better. So just put one foot in front of the other. That's all. You don't have to climb Mount Everest today. You just have to get through today and do that one thing that you decided to do today. You have to do that. And don't wait for tomorrow. Alright? So, I will see you guys next on Thursday from Shruti and Dalta channel. And then on Friday, I will see you guys here. Till then, bye-bye. Take care. When I start my co-working live streams, which will happen from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. or to 3:30 p.m., I will let you guys know. But that will take a while because I still have to wait for the curtains and all to be up before I can start on that. So that will be a while before that starts. But for now, we will have these 1-hour live streams every day except Wednesdays. Okay? Bye-bye. Take care. You too. Bye-bye. Alpha, do you want to say bye? Alpha is passed out. Alright, take care everyone. And remember, you are worth it. You got it. You can do it.